Assalamu alaikum. So, in the last class, in the chapter Understanding Diversity, we have studied about the features of Ladakh, and also we have studied what are the factors influencing diversity. So today we will study about Kerala and also the diversities that we can see in India. So Kerala is a place located in the southwestern part of India. You know that where Kerala lies, right? It lies at the bottom. So it is a south and the side is west. So Kerala is located in the southwestern part of India, and it is surrounded by sea on one side and a hill on the other side. So Kerala is surrounded by sea on one side and hill on the other side. So what 2 points that we have studied about Kerala is it is located in the southwestern part of India, and also it is surrounded by sea on one side and hill on other side. And we know that what is the staple food of Kerala? What is the staple food of Kerala? It is rice, and we know how the Kerala is, right? It has a natural beauty, and the place is the place is suitable for agriculture, and the people here has more occupation on the field of agriculture, and also it has backwater which increases the beauty of the land of Kerala, and the language spoken is Malayalam, and also other things, that is we have diversities in religion also, that people follow different religion, which means like in Ladakh we have studied like they follow a religion known as that is Lamaism, right? So which means a particular form of Buddhism. In that they will be worshipping their spiritual head, that is Dalai Lama. And in Kerala we can have different religion: Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, many other, right? So Kerala is located in the southwestern part of India and is surrounded by sea on one side and hill on the other side. Next one is, what are the diversities that you can find in India? So നമ്മുടെ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ എന്തെല്ലാം ഡൈവേഴ്സിറ്റീസ് നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റും? I told you in the first class that India has a wide variety of diversity, right? എന്താണ്, ഇന്ത്യക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ഡൈവേഴ്സിറ്റീസ് ഉണ്ടെന്ന് ഞാൻ ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. So what are the diversities in India? The people of India speak different languages. So the first diversity is that they speak different languages. Even though if we'll take care of the people living in the southern part of India, we can understand like there are wide variety of languages like Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, and in northern side we have many like Punjabi, Bihari, many other, right? So Bengali. So these are the different type of languages. So India is a country where we can find people are speaking different languages. And the next one is they eat different types of food. So our staple food is rice. So like North India, if you'll go, their staple food is something made from the wheat, like especially chapati. Okay, so these are the varieties that we will see in order, like in case of food also. So in India, we can find different states people are having different type of food. The food that we are having will not be the same food that the Tamilians are having. It will not be same as the people of Mumbai is having. So everybody has got their own different styles of food. The next one is celebrate various festivals. So we have a wide variety of festivals, like we have our festival like Onam, then other festivals that we won't celebrate, like we will not be celebrating the festival that is Holi, but other parts of the India are celebrating the festival that is Holi, right? So like that different types of festivals are there, and also practice different religion. I have told you about the religion, like we are practicing different religions such as Islam, Hinduism, Christianity, and so on. So these are the diversities in India. So what are the diversities in India? People speak different languages, they eat different types of food, they celebrate various festivals, and also practice different religions. Okay, so first of all we have studied about the features of Kerala. Kerala is located in the southwestern part of India, surrounded by sea on one side and hill on the other side. And next we have studied about the diversity in India. What are the diversities in India? They speak different languages, eat different types of food, celebrate various festivals, and practice different religions. Now we will study about some terms. The first term is, what is famine or famine? famine. So what does the term means? It is a phenomena in which large percentage of a country remains unnourished or remains undernourished. So what is the term famine means? Famine means it is a phenomena in which larger percentage of a country remains undernourished, which means the scarcity of food. Famine means the scarcity of food. Like we will be having a huge population, but we will not be having the resources to feed all of the people. എന്താണ് എല്ലാവരെയും ഫീഡ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള റിസോഴ്സസ് ഇല്ലാതാവുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്കെയർസിറ്റി ഉണ്ടാവുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് എന്ത് ഫെമിൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഫെമിൻ മീൻസ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ ഫിനോമിന ഇൻ വിച്ച് ലാർജ് പെർസെൻറ്റേജ് ഓഫ് കൺട്രി റിമൈൻസ് അണ്ടർ നറിഷ്ഡ്. അണ്ടർ നറിഷ്ഡ് മീൻസ് ദേ ഡോണ്ട് ഹാവ് ദ ഫുഡ് വാട്ട് ദേ നീഡ്. ലൈക്ക് ഇനഫ് ഫുഡ് കിട്ടാത്ത ഒരു ഫിനോമിനയാണ് എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, ഫാമിൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. And it is associated mainly with crop failure. So this famine, it is associated mainly with crop failure. So famine is a phenomena in which large percentage of a country remains undernourished. So which means there will be no enough food to feed a huge percentage of population in a country. ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാരെ ഫീഡ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള എന്തില്ല, ഫുഡില്ല, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്കെയർസിറ്റി ഓഫ് ഫുഡിനെയാണ് എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, ഫാമിൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് അസോസിയേറ്റഡ് മെയിൻലി വിത്ത് ക്രോപ്പ് ഫെയിലിയർ. നമുക്ക് ക്രോപ്പ് ഫെയിലിയർ ആവുന്ന സമയത്തല്ലേ ഫുഡിന് സ്കെയർസിറ്റി ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന. ആൻഡ് സോ ദിസ് ഫിനോമിന ഈസ് മെയിൻലി അസോസിയേറ്റഡ് വിത്ത് crop failure. So this is a term that you have to study in this chapter. And what is a term? That is famine. Famine means it is a phenomena in which large percentage of a country remains undernourished. And nourishment കിട്ടാതെ ഒരു ലാർജ് പെർസെൻറ്റേജ് ഓഫ് പീപ്പിൾ എന്താണ് ലെഫ്റ്റ് ബിഹൈൻഡ് ആവുന്നതിനാണ്, ആ ഒരു ഫിനോമിനയാണ് ഫാമിൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് അസോസിയേറ്റഡ് മെയിൻലി വിത്ത് ക്രോപ്പ് ഫെയിലിയർ. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഈസ് യു ഹാവ് ടു സ്റ്റഡി അബൌട്ട് എ പേഴ്സൺ. Ibn Battuta. So he was an ardent Muslim and was a pilgrim jurist. He was a pilgrim jurist, courtier, and a politician. So he was this Ibn Battuta was a ardent Muslim. And also he was a pilgrim. Pilgrim means തീർത്ഥാടനം നടത്തുന്ന ആളാണ് പിലിഗ്രിം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ജൂറിസ്റ്റ്, courtier, and courtier means a person who is having a position in the court of a king. Courtier and a politician. He traveled for 29 years. So Ibn Battuta, he traveled for 29 years and he visited India, Africa and China. So Ibn was a ardent Muslim, and also he was a pilgrim, a courtier, a politician, and a jurist. Okay, so he was a pilgrim, a jurist, a courtier, and a politician, and he traveled for 29 years. എത്ര വർഷം ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തു? 29 years ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തു. ആ ഒരു 29 years ഡ്യൂറേഷനിൽ അദ്ദേഹം എവിടെയൊക്കെ വിസിറ്റ് ചെയ്തു? ഇന്ത്യ, ആഫ്രിക്ക ആൻഡ് China. So he traveled for 29 years, and within this 29 years he managed to visit the places like India, Africa and China. So in today's class we have studied about the features of Kerala and the diversities that we can see in India. So what are the diversities that we can see in India? They speak different languages, celebrate different festivals, eat different types of food, and follow different religion, right? And next we have studied about a term that is famine, which means like a huge percentage of a country is left unnourished. അല്ലേ, എന്താ നറിഷ്മെന്റ് കിട്ടാതെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫുഡ് കിട്ടാതെ ആവുന്ന ആ ഒരു ഫിനോമിനയാണ് ഫാമിൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾവേസ് അസോസിയേറ്റഡ് വിത്ത് ക്രോപ്പ് ഫെയിലിയർ. ആൻഡ് ദ ലാസ്റ്റ് വൺ, ഇബിൻ ബത്തൂട്ട, വി സ്റ്റഡീഡ്, ഹി ഈസ് എ ardent Muslim. He was a pilgrim, jurist, courtier and politician, and he traveled for 29 years, and during this duration of time he managed to visit places like India, Africa and China. So that's it for today. Thank you.